Hi, I'm Chap Bettis, author of The Disciple Making Parent, and this is my audio blog, where I read some of my blog posts in audio format for your convenience. In today's episode, we're going to be thinking about positions and interests. Philippians 2:4 says, each of you should look not only to your own interests, but also to the interests of others. You know, conflict is a part of the human experience. Thanks to Adam and Eve's sin, there's going to be conflict at work, at church, with our spouses, with our children, and our in-laws, to name just a few. But some of this conflict can be mitigated if we understand the difference between positions and interests. And I just think, let me just pause here and just say, I think this is a really important blog post, and I learned it through the midst of some conflict between churches, and it was just really helpful. Most conflicts are over positions. Two parties answer the same question with very different opinions, and conflict results. So let's give a trivial example, or maybe a not so trivial example. A husband and wife might disagree over where to go out to eat. So the husband says, let's go to Chick-fil-A. And the wife wants to go to Capital Grille. And a disagreement ensues, with one party winning and the other party losing. Perhaps ugly words are thrown around about being cheap or a spendthrift. However, a little thought displays that the desire to go to Chick-fil-A or Capital Grille is the position. If asked why he wanted to go to Chick-fil-A, the husband might say that he did not want to spend a lot of money. If asked why she wanted to go to Capital Grille, the wife might say she wanted to go to a restaurant with a little atmosphere and a nice dinner. Those issues are their interests. Thus, because of his interest in not spending a lot of money, the husband's position is to go to Chick-fil-A. Because of her interest in going to some place with atmosphere, the wife's position is to go to Capital Grille. By identifying interests and positions, the process of finding a, quote, position that meets both interests is possible. So, for example, is there a third restaurant that is relatively inexpensive and yet provides a little atmosphere? It is in understanding interests that one can begin to resolve conflict. Many times, a mutually agreeable position can be found after the interests are identified. Some conflicts cannot or should not be resolved that way. There are times that one party should prevail and the other party should not. But many conflicts can be avoided or at least unraveled by talking about positions and interests. Are you in the middle of a conflict with someone in your family over a certain position? What are the interests that lead each of you to their positions? Once interests are understood, then look for an agreeable solution that seeks to meet both interests. Each of you should look not only to your own interests, but also the interests of others. Thank you for listening to the Disciple Making Parent audio blog. You know, this post is really helpful even as you're dealing with teens. But I want you to get the whole audiobook. Did you know we give away the audiobook of The Disciple Making Parent for free? We're on a mission to equip parents to pass the gospel to their children. If you'll sign up for our weekly family discipleship email, we'll send you the audiobook of The Disciple Making Parent absolutely free. Simply visit thedisciplemakingparent.com/free audiobook. That's thedisciplemakingparent.com/free audiobook. One word. Thanks for listening.